Lily was born, and you know, we had never been taking precautions against trying to have children. So a couple of years passed, and I was thinking it'd be nice to have another one, but obviously my healing wasn't there. So then I remember we went on a retreat with some of the leaders of the church, and they prayed for us, and we believed to take another step of faith. We believed God saying that the next child was going to be a boy, and we named him Elijah Zai, and Zai is a name which means healing. Now, sure enough, the conception of Elijah brought the healing, and you know, obviously we were just over the moon to be having another child, to experience again God's miracle working power in our lives. And you know, a couple of weeks later I started to bleed.
There is a
I had to go to hospital, and I spent the next few days in and out of hospital because it was still very touch and go. And I went by myself on purpose because I knew at this stage of my walk I really needed to rely on God and God only.
So I was ringing up all the time, or she was ringing me, keeping me updated on what was going on. We were praying. And when we did finally lose him, I expected Melody to just crumble, for things to go backwards, but instead her faith had this bounce back that I did not expect. She was a stronger person for it. She just said, we're just going to keep trying, and she just had this assurance of faith which I had never seen in her up until that point.
You know, my faith in a really funny way was built up so much stronger, and my relationship with God was just strengthened so much. And I feel confident now that, you know, when hard times hit, I'm not going to turn to people, I'm not going to turn to friends or even Gavin, and they're important, but God is my source, and if I can't turn to him first, well then I have nothing.
There is a God.
About 7 or 8 months later, we fell pregnant with Levi, and you know, we wanted a boy, and boy did we get a boy.
Levi, he's my special boy. There's a real significance to his name. I really pray for Levi that he grows up loving to worship God, and dedicating his life to it, just like the Levites in the Bible, that he would consider himself called as a priest and as a servant to minister to the King.